So can we live without contextualizing our thoughts without respect to other people? Is that what we mean by ego, by the egocentric thought?
The ego center is all the past accumulations, all the experiences that I have had, right from my childhood, how am I programmed, everything I believe, the belief systems, the hurt that I have, right? Let's say you meet me and I meet you, and we start making images of each other immediately. That's how the brain is conditioned, the mind is conditioned. And all that is building the self. It's a continuous process.
Right. So it contains the past thoughts. So the goal in this case is to decouple from your past thoughts, essentially?
It has its roots in the memory, the past.
Right. I'm just saying, like when we're talking about, at least the implication I'm getting from this is you have the mechanical. Okay, so we all agree that mechanical thoughts are necessary for human survival.
Yes.
But I'm trying to understand whether the.
Do you need the me? The self.
Do I need the self?
Yes.
So, okay. So we're not contextualizing our identity in the context of the world that we live in. Is that what we're trying to? Are we trying to remove self from the equation? Is that the?
Is it possible?
Is that necessarily even desirable?
Because as my perception is the self is at the heart of human confusion and suffering.
Okay.
Because it's limited, it has its roots in the past. Let's say if I remove all your memory, self cannot exist. Because it has roots in the memory.
Okay.
I am the result of my past experiences. I, in the sense that ego, that self-center that I have, is the result of my past experiences from my childhood. Right? So, without that past, ego cannot exist. That's something we agree. And that ego, because it has roots, is in the past. Did we all see that? It has its roots in the past. Because it has its roots in the past, it can never touch the present moment. Because it's of the past.
But it can have positive and negative roots. Some roots they destroy you, but some roots that, like some experiences, is helping you to survive.
Well, I guess that's what I was kind of thinking. Right? It's a feedback loop. Like the past and the future experience can be used as a feedback loop to inform future decisions, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as there is no center, you can use all those past experiences to learn. Like learning how to cook, to survive, or how to drive a car. But why do we need a self-center? So, for instance, if we can all be present here for a minute, entirely, we don't need a self-center, right? It's the brain, it's listening to the sound outside, right? We are being in the present moment. Well, what is the need of a self-center? The moment we end this presence, the self comes back in. Say, I have to do this tomorrow, or my fears come back in, right? Why did he say to me, why did she say to me, I don't have security, I need security, right?
I would argue that it's more of acceptance of the self versus completely dismissing the self. To forget past experiences is pretty unrealistic.
No, you will remember.
Yeah,
you will remember. You will remember. But is it possible to record as memory, but not to build a self-center around that memory?
Exactly. So, as far
let's say you did something bad to me yesterday, right? Let's say. I remember that experience happened, right? Right. But I don't record it psychologically. I know it, something happened, but I don't build that self out of it, like getting angry at you or hate you and those kind of things, right? I just know it. It happened. But I don't have any kind of psychological memory built upon it, giving blood to the self. I just know it. It happened. Yeah.
So, Memo, how do we get there?
It's, again, watchfulness of how thought and mind works.
Be an observer.
Being observing, yes. Observing the mind.
realizing that we are not our thoughts.
Watching and seeing how thought works, how we build all these images about ourselves and the others, right? And that is building our self, the ego. If we are observant, if we constantly observe, pay close attention to the activities of thought, the mind, the ego, then it's inevitable, it will slow down. And you can end it.
If I may, is that rejecting the concept of identity?
Identity in what sense?
How we see ourselves in the world around us, things that we're proud of, things that we're not proud of, things that we...
I would say mostly yes.
Okay.
Like, one questions why. You see, this goes against all our conditions, because I don't know why I should be proud of anything. Like I do things, I may do them rightly, in a nice way, right? They say I built a beautiful house. It's good to enjoy, but why should I be proud? Because when I am proud, at the very heart of that pride is the ego. There can be enjoyment of the things of the life without ego, like watching the sunset, like at that present moment. But the moment you are proud of anything, there must be an ego. Isn't that so?
Mm-hmm.
So then this is something quite against how we are programmed, basically, because being proud, I think, is an okay or a good thing, right? In the world. Be proud of yourself. Or be proud of your country. Be proud of, like, all these kind of things.